a huge negative play.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. They've got the screen set up. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Quick strike through the air for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
The Cardinals offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple.
Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to throw. It's Moss. Finds his tight end. Hits the seam wide open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number...
Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, NC State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. He's loose. Turning on the Jets. At the 30. The 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a nice job.
Well, they blocked the extra point. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to Brown. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start.
Makes the grab deep.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Hauls it in. Makes a man miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Louisville! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time and it ends up being a touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Bailey. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Lofts one high. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've fallen into a hole here and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Pulls and fired complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Keeps looking downfield. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
They feed him again. Runs through the tackle. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. Can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cardinals will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving
out of space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and the ball squirts out near their own goal line. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're on the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you word.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged out of the air. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Cardinals will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
Got his man. Open space at the 25. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, NC State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the extra point was good. To drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Watson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Things did not go their way in ACC play last year. This year, an opportunity maybe to turn things around.
And we've seen people in this league turn things around. The ACC every year, it seems like, like Reese, you always say, spinning that wheel of destiny. Who's going to be in the championship game? So it's not unheard of that you can have a bad season and turn it around. So, Jesse, a lot of examples to point to as they kick off this season.
Yeah, it is critical then to get off to a fast start. Right? They've got to come out here in their first conference game in ACC play and put it all together. Offense has to march the ball, score points. Defense needs to get some stops and create some takeaways and set a standard for yourself throughout the course of the season.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Moss. He's going up top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cardinals trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got his man on the right. Tackled there by the defense.
When a quarterback gets outside the pocket, it's really hard to defend. Do I stay in my zone? Do I stay back? Or do I come up and go get him? That puts me in a difficult spot.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Floating away. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals!
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas in Carter Finley Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bailey. With the catch, it's Smothers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Handoff to the single running back. There he goes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Crosses the 10. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Watson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. To throw, it's Bailey. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. Brown has it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Caught behind the line, it's Brown. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the catch at the 20. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dances away to buy time, and he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback, get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Connection to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Going up top again. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on.
At about the 36-yard line, a big pickup, and they are threatening. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Pucks it out of the air. Finds a crease at the 20. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Here's the pressure. Another incompletion on third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Cardinals will hustle to the line. A first down run in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Louisville! Follow the blocker. The the offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Buys a little time. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Bell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cardinals want to move quickly.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Oh, they're after him. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Give to the back. Spins away from the defender. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Finds his big tight end. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
Complete to the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere.